So welcome everyone, welcome to today's King of the Deep judging session when I'll judge the 6 participants who are fighting for goodies. They're fighting for very good rewards that the developers have prepared for them. And we'll go over all the teams as well as we'll grade them. Okay, we'll rate them, basically giving them score points similar to what I've done in my previous video. So let me quickly show you how this looks so you understand what we will do today and how this will look, and basically giving you an idea of what is about to happen. So as you can see, we're gonna have 6 participants. We're gonna rate their character rarities, artifact requirements, which is the artifact rarities as well, team stability. That means we're gonna run their teams on auto on Grave of Venom level 9. And we're gonna look at their team clear time, and I'll show you criteria just in a second here. So in here you can see that the character rarities will have few points based on the character rarity. So if it's a rare character, you get a point. If it's a purple, 0.7, gold, 0.5, and depending on inspiration, you're gonna lose points. Artifact, you get 1 point per blue, half per purple. Gold artifact gives you 0.2, and if you use an exclusive artifact, you're losing points there. You're not getting anything. Team stability, that means I'm going to run the team 5 times. I'll look for the lowest clear time and base it on points. So if the margin is 3 seconds, the difference, that's what we're looking for. So if you clear it in 15 seconds and then 18, 15, you're good. But if you clear it in 15 seconds and then in 10 and then in 21, then you're losing points, and you'll see that. And team clear time will be based on the screenshot provided by them. So if they've done it in the less than 20 seconds, they all get 5 points. So that's what we're gonna do today. That's the rules, and let me show you the teams quickly. Well, the participants. So this will be this tab. Okay, so these are the participants that will basically be here. Yaki, we will have Albeir, we'll have CJ, Equilibrium Play, Echo of War, and Kertoby. Now there's an issue with Echo of War. He submitted, at least that's what I can see here, Grave of Curse. But I've been told I can run this team, as I think this is just a mistake of submission. So I'll run this team and hopefully this will work. I don't think it will, but we'll see. Okay, so let's look at the teams quickly and we're gonna rate their points. So let me do something like this. So we'll do 2 things at the same time, and this is my season 3 spreadsheet link. So the first participant, Yaki, he's using 3 legendary heroes, right? Oh wow, I forgot. So 3 legendary heroes. Let me quickly look here how many points that is going to be. So legendary heroes, that's his team by the way. So let's go here, it will be easier. If we go here, right, so we can see the team, and he's using 3 heroes, 3 legendary heroes. Okay, so there it is. This will help us. So scoring points, legendary hero is 0.5 points, so he's got 1.5 points from the legendary heroes. However, he's using 2 epic heroes, which are 0.7 points each, which is 1.4, so he's at 2.9. okay, that's his score right now at this state. Let me just quickly see if everything is okay. Yep. So that's where he is. Now let's look at the artifacts, and just a quick reminder, gold artifact is only 0.2. Okay. So 0.2, and he's got 4, so that's 0.8 points here already. And he's getting half a point for the purple artifact, so that's 1.3 points. Team clear time. So for the team clear time, we need to look at his score submitted, and his score submitted was at 15 seconds, as you can see here. So that's below 20, so he's getting maximum points. Now we're gonna do the team stability. So I tried to recreate his equipment, but obviously my stats are way off the scale that he's doing. And also, I believe he has done skill timings. So let's just look at the video he provided. So everyone here have an insight of what he's done and how his team works, as this is quite important as well, because you'll see the difference, right? You can see the stats he's built his team around. Some of these teams will require a good haste, which obviously is really RNG for us on a test server. So I tried to recreate it, put the same equipment, same sets, same artifacts, try to aim for the same stats, but you know, it's not possible with the amount of equipment we have available for us on a test server. And as you can see, he's using timings. So what he's doing here is he's applying as much corrosion as possible and then using Rook Ultimate. Now, you know, I can't really do that because we're gonna play it on auto. So our timings will be desynced. Hi Scratch, hope you had a good time. I hope your judging session is finished and it was fun as well. And yeah, that's him, okay? So he managed to clear it. Basically, this is a video proof of this clear time. Now, let me run it 5 times myself and we will fill in the stability. So let's look for the lowest time. Obviously, remember, he used skill timings. I can't use it. It's going to be full auto. I think you can't ride on YouTube like you can on Twitch. So as you can see, we're already out of sync because everyone else casted, well, 2 heroes casted after Rook and we failed. That means it's a fail. Fail still counts. So he's losing points here. As long as he still can do it 4 times, he can get maximum points. But I don't think this team will work without the castings. Scratch, I think this is going to happen on my stream as well, because the issue with Rook team is this requires timings, and this is why we are doing this team stability, and it's a cool concept, because if you have this amazing team, right, it can clear in 15 seconds, but maybe 1 out of 10 times. So that's the thing, right? So we failed again. Let's try again. So for everyone else who can't use these timers, it will not work. Obviously, you can copy the timers, but that's the stability, and that's why that's when you can lose the points. And if you remember Goblin Dungeon, when I did the judging, it was a bit simpler because we were not dying on the Goblin Dungeon. Here, it is way harder to survive because everyone is pushing the limits, you know. And if you're pushing the limits, there are certain times where you will fail. And that's what's happening. 3 fails so far. So if this player fails again, that means he's getting 0 points. But, you know, if everyone gets 0 points, that's good. 20 seconds tie-in time is very consistent. Yeah, but we are actually looking for a clear. So yeah, this team dies again. And I was expecting that when it comes to this... races, right? So you want to be as fast as possible. You're playing on the edge, and basically the idea behind this team is, if I had the timings, I would do it, because everyone would apply so much corrosion that when Rook ultimate hits, he will just destroy the boss. Okay, that's the idea behind this team. If you can kill it on the first rotation, you clear it. If you can't, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have 5 fails in the row, which means the player is getting 0 points for team stability. So he's at 9.2 points currently in the lead because he's the first player. Second player, Albeir, he's using, as you can see, multiple rare heroes and only 1 exclusive hero. Okay, so the second player, as using less legendary heroes. Okay, so when it comes to the character rarities, he's using 4 rare heroes, and each rare hero is pointed at 0.7, so 4 times 0.7 is 2.8. So he's already doing well. And then for this legendary exclusive hero, it doesn't matter if it's exclusive or not, it's still counted as legendary. He's getting 0.5, which equals to 3.3 points. So far, so good. Now, when it comes to the artifacts, he's also using less legendary artifacts. And legendary artifact is 0.2 points, so he's getting 0.6. Now, he's using 1 purple artifact, which equals to half a point, so he's at 1.1. And he's using 1 blue artifact, which gives him a whole point. So look at this. Huge difference here, 0.8 points. Now, team stability will come in later. Let's look at the team clear that this person has submitted. And it is of... Okay, it says here 32 seconds, but his best is 20. So let's see what is on the video. What's the clear? Let's look at this, how he played it. Let's just keep him going over the equipment, because I showed you the equipment. Right, so Shadow Team in action. I'm really surprised playing in Season 4 how powerful the Shadow Team is. Yeah, it's definitely slower than the competition, but it doesn't die. It survives. So I believe we'll have some points for the stability. And let's see, 33 seconds. Okay, so 32 here as well. Let's look how many points it is going to give that person. And 31, 35. So he's getting 2 points only from the clear time. Okay, so just to show you exactly what I mean is, look at this. 31 to 35 seconds equals to only 2 points. Okay, so we're back here. Let's look at the spreadsheet. So 7.4. All he needs is few points from the team stability to take over. And as we saw in the video, he did manage to clear it. Okay, so let's do it. Obviously, remember, those players, when they record their videos, they can use food. We can't. Okay, so let's see how this team performs. Full auto. So he's been using timings probably. I didn't actually look, but you know, when it comes to the Shadow, the timings on the damage dealers don't matter, but maybe the timings on the supports do. But let's give it a go. The clear time doesn't matter as long as the player, as long as I am able to recreate this 5 times and score in similar fashion, because my clear time will be different than the players. Oh, was that you, Alexandru? Okay, so my first clear time was 45 seconds, and that's okay. Usually when I do this, my clear timings are slower than these players, and that's fine. So we're gonna recreate it again, see how much of a difference we get. Hopefully not too much. And please let me know if the sound effects are too high, because I didn't change anything in the game menu since I installed it. So if you feel like the music or the sound effects from the game are too loud compared to my voice, let me know. Thank you for confirming that the ratio of the sound to voice is good. Oh wow, 35 seconds. So, oh, I lost my water there. As you can see. So that is within the 3 seconds margin. Let's try again. think when I did it last time for the Grave of Rot, I believe only 2 teams managed to clear the boss. So it is happening because, as I said, these teams are meant to be built squishy to kill the boss, usually in a single rotation, and move on. But, you know, it happens one out of the 10. So when I run it, especially on auto, it's not gonna happen. So they're gonna lose the points here, but it's still impressive what these teams can do. I mean, even if we look at this Shadow team, clearing Grave of Rot level 9 in 35 seconds, or 20 like, well, 32 like the player, it's impressive. Okay, so there we go, 43 seconds, which again is below the scale. Oh, the Taldi miss the defense down. Might have happened. It happens. There's 3% chance of that happening, despite us having enough accuracy. Oh, first and third round, the defense down failed, and we can see this difference. So, I mean, we are looking for 38, 32 at the moment. And we got another 35. So as you can see, RNG being bad for Alexandru here. If he fails, if Taldi fails one of the defense down, the time will increase. If he doesn't, look at this stability. It's quite stable, but obviously there's this chance of it not being within the range of 3 seconds. And this happened again, didn't it? There it is. The defense down is back. But yeah, it missed. Definitely missed that. So I could see like 40 seconds there. 39. Oh, 1 second away. 1 second away. Was that the score you had with Scratch as well? So you still got 2 points from this, as you were able to do it 2 times. As you can see, 2 points because we got here 2 times. Sadly, this 1 second will give you an extra point. So with these 2 points, you're taking over the 5 places. Oh, all 5 runs were the same. Okay, let's have a look. Maybe I put wrong equipment. So let's just confirm that the affinity is good, because Scratch had different results, but that can happen. And as you can see, yeah, definitely, that's all I could do with the amount of affinity stone I got. And Taldi has enough accuracy. So Taldi has 233 plus 50 from the affinity, and we're requiring 220, but there is inherited 3% chance of you missing it, and sadly in my case it happened 3 times, well 2 I would say, and maybe once on the 3rd time. But yeah, we confirmed everything is looking good as it should, just bad RNG. And this is exactly why we have 2 judges, right? Because I will have different results than Scratch or anyone else judging, because we have different equipment on a test server. We try our best to recreate it, but we only have what we have. And, you know, sometimes I only get like 1 crit damage glove like I did in Season 4. But that's it. That's confirmed. Let's have a look at the points again. Okay, we can always double check what's happening and making sure that the stats are right. But yes, you're still ahead. Although I was expecting more here. But yeah, let's move on to the 3rd participant. Let's look at his teams. So the 3rd participant is running Rook again, so it's CJ, and I believe when you run Rook, you're expecting the same thing. You want timings, okay? You want everyone to pop before Rook. So I tried to recreate similar stats and equipment as he does. Let's rate his heroes. Let's see how many points we can give him and what he's getting. So let's do this. Let's put this evaluation in another window. Okay, so looking at the heroes he's using only 2 legendary heroes, which give him 1 point in total. He's using 2 epic heroes, which give him 1.4 points, so he's at 2.4, and he's using 1 blue, which is a rare hero, so he's getting 1 full point from it. So 0.1 point ahead of you, Alexandru. Now moving on to the requirement of the artifact. So he's using an exclusive artifact, and that's 0 points straight away, and then he's using 4 legendary artifacts, so he's only getting 0.8. So he's losing points here, so it's looking good. Team clear with Rook. Let's see what was his team clear. Oh wow, that's impressive. 12 seconds. So he's getting 5 points. I'm actually surprised by this time clear, as I couldn't do it with Rook. I mean, I didn't min-max, but this is impressive. But I guess this will require timings, and that's the first thing we see on the video given to us. Sadly, without these timings, I don't think I will be able to recreate it. And here he goes over the equipment and stats. As you can see, I match the equipment, I match the artifacts, and I try to match the stats. But it's not easy. Although I think I need to change one thing. I think I forgot to give accuracy to Furbuff, which is quite important. So let's have a look at this. So yeah, impressive. That was quick, and I think it's more stable than the previous Rook team, as we have a tank and a healer in single person. So let's revisit the stats that I gave for... yes, there we go. So let's change Furbuff's equipment. Okay, so I changed the stats on Furbuff to match the accuracy. Yes, we need attack down, but also I forgot that he used a hero with inspiration. He used Whisk with inspiration 2, which I totally missed. I can't use inspiration during this judging session, so we need to re-evaluate the points he's getting. Because when you play with the affinity with heroes that have inspiration, you're losing points. So basically, since his Whisk is inspiration 2, he's only getting 0.3 points instead of 0.5. So he's losing 0.2. So if we look at the heroes, 3.4 minus 0.2 is 3.2. So that's where he lost the points. Well spotted, Kertoby. So yeah, that's his team. Again, he's using timings. I can't. So let's see the difference. Is his team going to survive? Or is it going to kill the boss before the team dies? 2 outcomes here. Yeah, Rook's dead, so the team will fall. Okay, so that's a fail. Looks like another fail. I would expect 5 fails. I mean, the team is valid, but it requires the castings, the timings. If without the timings, this team doesn't work. Because all you want to do is you want to use your rotation. And Rook is even dying before he can cast his... Oh, he can, okay? But yeah, it might be too late. So obviously he has better stats. Remember also, he's probably got maxed out affinity, which me and Scratch we couldn't get because we got these icons today or yesterday, depending on when we logged in. So there was no chance to get enough affinity. So that's another fail. 3 in a row. It is, truth to be told, stable because we're failing constantly, but that's not the point. We're trying to pass it, but that's okay. That's the fun of it, and that's why we have this team stability here. In the Goblin Dungeon, most of the teams had between 5 and 4 points. Here, it is actually quite challenging to get it done. And as you can see, this is going to be another fail as Rook died and there's no one else to do damage. And another try, last one. Let's see, but it is already 0 points, because even if he got it once, he's getting 0 points because you need to do it at least twice. You're happy to see Rook fail. Okay, looks good so far. Team is alive and now team dies. So there we go, 0 points for this. However, 9 points, so behind everyone else at the moment. Lost a lot on the artifacts. That was a game changing here. Okay, let's look at the next participant. Equilibrium play. So we have a Flora, and again, look at this Flora build. There's no tank, there's no healer, which means this team is playing on the edge. Okay, this team wants to clear this on a single wave, single rotation, and remember, I can't do the castings. So let's look at team hero rarity. So he's using 2 legendary heroes in here, so that's only 1 point. Then he's using 1 epic hero, so that's 0.7, so we got 1.7, and he's using 2 rare heroes, which give him 1 point each, so 3.7 in total. So he's ahead on the hero rarity. He's not using any affinity, any inspiration, and I just want to confirm that. Yep, he has no one inspired, and the screen that we've been supplied is actually wrong. We should be following the video. So in the video, there's no inspiration here. So that's that. Now artifacts, exclusive artifact, that's 0 points straight away. And for legendary, so he's only getting 0.8 points. So similar to participant number 3. Clear time, if we look at what he's done it in 11 seconds on the video. However, on the screen, but let's look at the video here where he actually clears it. So we will see this team, okay, because what we saw on the screen is wrong. This is the different team. So let's see the clear time here, and you'll see again he's manually going to cast his skills, which I can't. So he casts Flora ultimate. That's how it should be. You cast Flora's ultimate and then you follow with all your wild heroes. So 11 seconds, which we know equals to the maximum points, okay? So he's getting 5 points for time clear. And now let's try stability. Now the issue is, and as you could see it with Rook, I don't think this team is stable at all. This team is fast, that's true, but it's not going to be stable at all. We can see already one of the wild heroes is ahead of Flora. There's another one, then Flora's ultimate. We follow with Tonalnen and then Eric, but that is almost too late. Almost too late, right? So obviously the equipment has a little bit of haste on some heroes, runes, etc. And that might be causing that issue, but it's still, again, not the best team when it comes to stability. It is really fast team though, don't get me wrong. 11 seconds, wow. Okay, and again, this is going to be the same situation. Maybe we'll get lucky at one point, but again, Flora casts just after those two. So if those two casted after Flora, we would have cleared it, but we can't clear it without that happening. Okay, so that's the issue with this team. And sadly, it's the equipment that I have and no timings, because even he is manually casting that. He doesn't set a timing. He manually cast it to ensure this is happening. But this is an impressive team, I'm not gonna lie. Clearing that dungeon in 11 seconds is a power move. Yeah, and again we fail. Same situation, and this is going to happen 5 times, I would assume. There is nothing we can do to mitigate that. We could if the boss did recharge speed penalty earlier, but no. So we're only getting the wild from 2 heroes instead of the other 2. So another fail. And we go one more. However, if we look at the points, this player is already ahead of the competition, even when he gets 0 points here. Or was that already 5? Okay. I think I did one more. Well, let's do one more. It's only 15 seconds anyway. So far we saw 2 Rook teams. Oh, the 4th run was victorious with 15 seconds. Okay, so as you can see, it can happen. There we go. But that still gives him 0 points. So if we look at this evaluation here, despite winning, we have to have it twice, right? So 2 times at least. So sadly, this is still 0 points in his case. But it's impressive that even though we failed 4 times, he still managed to win. So this is definitely a powerful team. And again, a reason why I would love to have Flora. She's very powerful. Now, another team is Echo of War, and this is tricky to judge, basically, as I think there's a mistake. So if you look at the submission, obviously it's in Russian, so I don't understand what it says. But then when I looked at the video, it's actually showing Grave of Curse. But I still recreated it. I've been asked to do it nonetheless. So we're gonna play this team, and let's look how he cleared it. I mean, I don't know what I should put as a clear time. We'll just follow with this. I think Grave of Curse is a little bit harder, but yeah, we'll see. So, Kertoby, if you can tell me what I should put as a clear time here, should I give him whatever the time is based on, or should we skip this player? Please let me know. But yeah, it's basically the same idea. You clear it in a single rotation, otherwise you die. And he's done it in 12 seconds, so if we are grading him, if we are scoring this player, this submission, he's getting 5 points here. We'll get to the decision if he is going to be in the competition later on. The main judges will decide. It's not up to me, but I got someone. Oh, no need to score him. Okay, so we're not gonna score this player. I mean, if we receive the proper video and if we receive proper submission, I can rescore him, but it's not up to me to do it. So yeah, there we go. Okay, we're not gonna score this player. I prepared all the equipment though. That takes a long time, but just for the sake of fun, let's see if this would work on the Grave of Rot. Obviously, it's totally auto compared to his timings. We could see his timings, and nope, the team dies. Slashy, I don't think it's his fault. I think it might have been maybe the person who created the document put the wrong video and screenshot. But I don't know who the winners are. I only received this document and I judge. So that's all I can do. So let's go back. Let's go to the 6th participant then. Kertoby, who will have what? So a shadow team. So I would guess this team is quite stable. We have Asila, we have Fathom down, so good healer, tank, support, etc. So this team is definitely stable. You can see 34 seconds already. So 34 seconds. That means he's getting 2 points for the clear time. So if we go here, 2 points for the clear time. Right, just here, and let's look at the team. So yeah, that's the team he's using. That's the last team I managed to build. Let's watch it and then let's grade it, okay? So as we can see, he's already using one epic artifact here, and I was confused. Kertoby, you're on the stream. Why did you put so much accuracy on Fathom down? I was confused by that. I don't know if he scales with accuracy, but I was confused by that amount of accuracy. But I mean, it works, 32 seconds. And again, this shadow team is something that I've been using. Well, not this exactly team because I don't have Asila, but I've been using shadow team in season 4, and I really enjoy it. Every season for the early game, I'm trying to play different heroes so I can see how good they are. And last season I was very competitive, so I played Rook everywhere, although Rook is not good choice for the early game, but it was best investment when it comes to resource management. But this season I'm playing Shadow everywhere I can, and we'll find out tomorrow if Shadow is good early in the game against the dungeons. But yeah, 34 seconds, so that's 2 points on the stability. Let's go over the team. So there we go. That's the team equipment. As you can see, match the equipment as well. I put that much accuracy as well to match it. Sorry, but it was quite hard. I had to put like rune and this, okay, and I matched like HP as well. So, you know, I tried my best, but let's see what we get here. Okay, so let's look at the points quickly. And first, heroes. Let me scroll this up. So, heroes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 legendaries, so 1 point. Now, artifacts. We got 3 legendary artifacts, so that's 0.6. And then we have 2 purple, and I believe purple is 0.5, so he's got 1.6 from the artifacts. Oh, he was your debuffer. Okay, that makes sense. So 1.6, 2.6, 4.6. So you need 5 points in Steam stability to take over. Look at this. If you have 5 points here, you will be 0.1 ahead of everyone else, and I believe this is the closest I ever judged. Difference can come to a minimal decimal. I'm not sure what Scratch's result is, as he finished when I started, but it's impressive, and I believe that was the placement as well. Let's play, and good luck. Let me move that to the other screen so we can enjoy the fight. Well, Alexandru, he might have the same issue as you did with the accuracy, which we'll confirm. Let's confirm it first, okay? Let's make... Oh, no, sorry, he can't, because Fathom Down is the one applying it. So that's the difference. Yes, he will be more stable because Taldi was the issue. Fathom Down does a lot of attacks in a short interval to apply that Witch's Remain, so he's better Witch's Remain applier. And But there's still a little bit of randomness. Hold on, did I make a mistake? Oh, I based that on... Yes. Right, so there's a mistake. So each legendary hero is half a point. I confused that with the artifacts. So he's getting 2.5 points here. Well caught. So he's very close to getting ahead, but 39 seconds, that's out of the scope. So he's lost, or does he? Not yet. So 4 times or more, so you're still at 5 points. Still a chance. Asila is such a powerhouse at any dungeon that requires debuff immunity, because most debuff immunity heroes grant you debuff immunity, but if you already receive debuffs, they stay. Asila removes the debuffs and grants debuff immunity, which is such a powerful tool to have, especially early in the game against the dungeons and even later in the endgame bosses. So that's another clear, and we are at 38 seconds. So as dangerous water we're getting, and we're getting faster and faster. If you get faster one more time, you're still getting 5 points, but 2 more times and you might lose a point there. But I mean, it's looking good for you. It's looking good for you so far. "38 seconds. And last one. So yeah, so far 3. And 44, so not perfect. Wasn't a perfect run. So you got 3 within the scope, which equals to, let me quickly have a look. So there we go. 3 within a scope is 3 points. So yeah, wait a second. Did you just get behind? Yeah. Oh wow, I think Alexandru, you congratulated too early. I'm not sure what the difference in the points. Gorax is the worst on the RNG. I don't know what the difference on the points was in the Scratch stream, but wow. That was surprising. That last 44. Look at this. The slowest run. And that's a whole point lost. And our second viewer here, sorry, second place, I believe he congratulated the Kalzer on getting that extra point, because that would get him to 10.1. But sadly, that 44-second run, oh man. But overall, all five teams that I showed today are really impressive. Okay, all of these teams are impressive. Even the Rook teams that failed, they're super powerful, and again shows you that these dungeons can be done without a tank when you're min-maxing and etc. The most stable teams were the shadow teams that utilized multiple legendary heroes that have good synergy. And we have this healer and support, tank and support combo basically, right? So we can survive. It takes longer, but the team stability is there, although not perfect. And the fastest team, this Flora team, sadly couldn't work without the timings or manual casting as well, because the haste wasn't just there. You know, you could run something similar if you focused Flora on haste runes to be faster than those heroes, but it's very hard to do it with Fia, yeah. Now this team obviously couldn't be run, and that's shame, but yeah, that's it for today. That's it for this judging session. I believe this is the last event, and I hope those who participated got rewarded good, as it was fun even overall, with good rewards, and showed the skills that people have, because coming up with strategies like this, like clearing so fast, is quite good. And I mean, I'm surprised by this team. Obviously only Ozul for epic heroes, and it works well. So I think this is the most impressive team for me. Obviously the slowest out of them, but impressive nonetheless.